8 o'clock in the morning, I'll have fish and a rice cake.
All right, welcome back to Fish and the Rice Cake again. How are we doing? We doing okay?
Doing all right, mate. Doing okay. Feels like it's been a while since we've done one of these.
It's
No,
been a
it's
few weeks.
not.
There's been a lot of change.
Yeah, it's actually not been a long time in terms of like actual time. It's just like it feels like a long time
I'm
because
not
of everything
surprised.
that's happened.
I'm not
Yeah,
surprised. We'll get into why. But for anyone who hasn't listened to this, I'm Jake. He's Jake,
I'm
and
Jake. He's also Dave. Jake.
aka
Jake.
Dave.
Dave.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
like to say all the time.
yeah.
And well, we used to say sort of giving out some ranty, non sort of faddy fitness
Non
advice,
non-sciencey.
non-sciencey, non-faddy, ranty fitness advice to help you cut through all the bullshit. But nowadays, it's kind of one episode's about that. One episode's just an update on what we're doing, and one episode might be about coaching and the business of coaching. Like it's kind of just everything really at the minute, isn't it?
I think it's but since we've moved away from the studio
Yeah,
because we had the studio, and we had a time slot that we
we
had
had
to
like
fill.
a format, didn't we?
Yeah, we had like a format. We were rocking up with subjects, and we were like, right, this is what we're going to talk about today, and this is how it's going to go.
Yeah,
Whereas now we're just a bit like, we'll just jump on and we'll just talk about kind of what we feel like talking about. And I actually feel like it's better that way anyway. I think people probably get more out of it because we're not time
yeah,
restricted. We don't have to think about things as much. It's just like we'll just talk, and
yeah, yeah,
hopefully people enjoy it. If they don't, well, go away.
yeah. Basically, yeah. It's fine. If you don't like us, you don't like us, but no one's asked you to be here, so. So we might as well address the baby elephant in the room.
Yeah, literally, baby elephant, mate. He was a big lad.
Literally the
He's a
baby
big
elephant. Do you want
lad.
to explain what's been going on?
Yeah, so oh well, not me personally, but we've had our second child in the last couple of weeks, so it's been a mad few weeks. So on the 15th of January, our little boy was born, Brody, 8 pounds one, absolute unit. And yeah, it's just been a mad couple of weeks, mate, honestly. Like
Well, I thought it's called Erling, isn't it?
yeah, well, I was pushing for Ealing. I was pushing for it because we only decided the name literally like a couple of days ago, as you know, because you
Yeah,
kept asking, have you got a name yet? And like, because we just didn't know what because we kept this one a surprise. So with Thea, we knew we were having a girl. So like
yeah,
we had our names, like we knew what we were doing with Thea, like we knew what the name was going to be. Whereas we thought, oh, we'll have a surprise. Our second child, like we might not have another, we might do, we don't know, but we don't. You never know, I suppose. So like, we'll have a surprise. And I was just certain it was going to be a girl. So we had
yeah. I
our
remember you saying.
and and we knew exactly what our girls' names were going to be. And then when he popped out with a little widget, I was like, oh shit, it's a boy. So let's start thinking of boys' names.
I would
Um,
less with the little. He might listen to this in 18 years'
yeah,
time.
yeah. I mean, listen, we're unfortunate like
He
that.
takes
But
after his dad, is what you're
he
saying.
takes after his dad. But
It
he'll
was
excel
cold
in
in
other
that
ways.
delivery room. We'll let him off.
But yeah, so no, it was just like, no way, we didn't know we are having a boy. So yeah, we had no names. Like we had an idea, like we're like James because James it's Louise's granddad's name. It's also like
Mm,
it's on both sides of the family, like quite a lot, and it's like quite traditional. Like you can't really go wrong with the James. So like that was high up the list.
yeah.
But then we had like with Brody, with a couple of others. Obviously, I was pushing for Ealing, Sergio, Kevin. Yeah, any of them would have been fine. But yeah, Pep, but they didn't go down too well. So yeah, so we went with Brody in the end, but we got James in the middle, so it's Brody, James, Cathcart. So just in case he doesn't like Brody as he gets older, I was like, well, he can just do it. He can just do a Dave, just do a Jake.
Just go by James.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just go by James. Do you know what I mean? Like he's got both options then.
Yeah.
But I was explaining to Louise because is it your brother who does the same and your dad as well?
So
Or
my older brother, Zach, his first name is John,
yeah,
but we call him Zach because that's his middle name. My dad, his middle name is Stuart. We call him Stuart, but his first name's John. And my
yeah,
granddad, his first name is John, but he gets called Brian, which is his middle name. So it's come all the way down through
all the
the.
way
I'm
down.
going to
Yeah.
assume it was the same with my granddad's dad, but I don't know. It's come all the way down. But then, interestingly, for my younger brothers, so I've got two younger brothers,
Mhm.
they flipped and they're back to normal. So my younger one down from me, Benjamin's his first name, and we call him Ben. And then my youngest brother, Joe is his first name, and we call him Joe. So I don't know. At some point, they flipped it and they thought, "We'll
Right.
stop making life difficult, and we'll just we'll stick with the two, and it'll be fine after." So yeah, it's just one of them. I think with me, so I know with Zach, it was like I feel like we've talked about this topic loads on, but I know with Zach, it was like just the tradition thing of it was my granddad's and my dad and
Yeah,
Zach's. And then with me, I think it was just purely they preferred the sound of David Jake to Jake David. And it was literally just that.
yeah, fair enough. And David Jake just seems to, it does flow better.
Yeah, yeah, I guess. But then
Yeah.
no one ever called, well, until now, no one ever calls me David. So,
But yeah, so no, so we've got Brody, but I don't think my parents were like massive, not massive fans of it. Like they just didn't get it. I think it's still
yeah,
this new generation for them. I actually thought it was an American name, so I thought like Brody. You know, it's like
yeah,
Brody Jenner, something like that. You know, from like the hills back in the day. So that's how. But then I actually researched it. It's actually Gaelic, so it's actually Irish Gaelic or
yeah,
Scottish.
yeah,
So, and it means here's so Thea means Greek goddess in Greek, obviously.
yeah.
So she's got like a really cool meaning behind hers. Whereas Brody means muddy ditch.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
It's going to cost you a
So
bomb. Is that what it means?
yeah, yeah. So we've got Thea the Greek goddess and Brody the muddy ditch. Yeah, there we go. But
No,
no, no.
me and Soph were both saying like, for like we've always liked the name Brody. She actually weirdly, she when we were thinking about, oh, what do you think they're going to call the baby? She was like, oh, for her, James was weirdly. Obviously, she
Yeah.
doesn't know that there's an actual relation there. She was like, oh, I think James. I don't know. You weren't far off. But I mean, ours isn't, mate. We've called Lilo. Lilo. That's not a normal name. And that was one like it's to the grandparents going Lilo, and they're like Lilo. Yeah, yeah, Lilo.
Yeah, they just don't get it. They just don't get it. Yeah, it's one of them, but they're coming round to it now, I think. And it's weird because obviously, like the first few days, because we didn't have a name, we were just calling him baby.
Yeah,
Like, it's like baby boy, whatever. And Thea was just like, hi, baby. She's obsessed with him. And like, she still now even just calls him baby. Like, his
yeah,
name's Baby Brody. And she goes, Baby Bodie. And like, she's kind of getting it. So, but no, it's been really nice, mate. It's obviously been a kind of like a mad adjustment period because you forget, and like, you probably won't kind of agree with me on this, but like, you forget how easy newborns are in comparison to
Mm.
toddlers. So, like,
Brilliant. Thanks.
but no, but in different ways though. In different ways because Thea now sleeps really well.
Yeah.
So Thea goes down at 7. She don't wake up till 7, 8 in the morning. So from that standpoint, like amazing. Like you get your sleep back, which is wicked. But during the day, like she's just carnage, mate. Like she's in a terrible twos at the moment. She's answering back. She's like she's amazing. Like she's learning all the time. Like her character is just it's probably my favorite phase, like the place she is right now, because she's still not
Mm.
making full sentences, which is dead cute. So she's just talking gibberish all the time, but she's getting an attitude at the same time with it. And she's been great, but obviously trying to manage a newborn whilst Louise has been recovering from the C-section, and then obviously have Brody in the mix as well. Like it's been hard work, but Louise is recovering now, so things are getting a bit easier. But he's dead chilled. Like we have to wake him up for feeds. Like the guy he just sleeps. He's total opposite to her. Like when we had Thea, she had her eyes open all day long. Like she
Yeah.
was nosy as hell, wanted to see what was going on. And I think girls like because a lot of my mates are bad boys, and I think girls in general just a little bit more inquisitive, like a little bit
Mm.
more
Lilo
active. Like,
definitely is. She's like constantly looking at anything that's like lights as well. She will just like stare at them and she'll want to like get close to them and all sorts.
yeah, but I think that's the thing. And like, I've had a lot of my mates who have had lads, like the vast majority, to be fair. And they are, like, as babies, different, I think, when they grow up, but as babies, a lot lazier and a lot more chill. And Brody's honestly just like that. Like, honestly, in the day, he doesn't open his eyes, mate. I mean, he'll have like a couple of, like, I think he's got a bit of reflux. So there's a few
Yeah.
little bits in the night. But generally speaking, even like last night, Louise is having to wake him up every 3 hours to give him a feed and stuff. So it's not been bad, mate. He's been super chilled. So we really, really can't complain about how it's gone. It's
Yeah.
just that adjustment going from one to
Just
two.
hard work.
Yeah, and like the first week, I think I was messaging you. I was like, my head feels like it's about to explode, because I was just like stressed. But it was because Louise was recovering as well, and like
Yeah,
she
yeah.
couldn't do anything, which is not her fault in the slightest. But I was just trying to do everything like around the house, and she can't even pick up the baby. She can't pick up Thea, and I mean they're the little things you forget about. Whereas like if you've just got a newborn to look
Yeah.
after, between the two of you, it's manageable.
Yeah,
Whereas when
yeah.
you've got a toddler going around like just destroying the house, like that's but nah, it's been good, mate. It's been good. So we've had that going on, and that's pretty much dominated my life for the last few weeks. But what about you, mate? You've been dieting, haven't you?
Yeah, been diet. So we are 3 weeks in now. So over halfway because it's only 6 weeks, and so I'm literally just using the free 6 week fat loss program that I give out.
Yeah.
Say give it out. It's just on my page. People can download it for free. I've just thought, you know what? I was like, I'll put myself through that and I'll literally follow it to the letter, or use it as it's intended to be used, and I'll just document it because then people can literally see. It's not just me sitting there saying, "Oh, there's this free thing. Here you go. It's useful." I was like, "No, I'll just use it and I'll just show you actually how to use it and what you can do." So I'm 3 weeks in now. I think I'm 5 kilos down as of like yesterday morning, something like that. So I dropped
Going,
like
mate.
3 kilos in the first week, which isn't uncommon just with like water
Yeah.
weight and glycogen depletion and stuff. And then it's slowly tapered down
Well,
from.
even like I started a little bit of a mini cut last week. I'm talking very short. Just want to get a few kilos on, which we'll talk about soon for Hyrox. Just to want to be a bit lighter on my feet.
Yeah.
And I was 92 kilos last Monday, and I think by the time Friday came around, I was like 89.6, and I hadn't
Yeah.
changed a huge amount. I just dropped my calories, and really just kind of got on top of things a little bit because I
Yeah.
hadn't been doing so much of that. But
Yeah.
yeah, this week you're always going to see that large drop behind you.
Yeah, literally that. So at the minute, sort of Monday to Friday, I think I'm on about 200 protein and about 2,000 calories a day. So again, it's not really. I mean, it's a big drop because I was on about 3,300 going into it.
Yeah,
So it's a big initial drop from what I was on, but it's still not like ridiculously low calories for a diet.
very manageable. Yeah,
And then at the weekend, I take 2 refeeds at 2,500. So the weekend's absolutely fine.
yeah.
If my weights was slowing, if I wasn't losing weight as quick, I'd pull them out, but I'm losing weight really quickly. So, and I only want to lose another couple of kilos over the next
Yeah.
3 weeks. So
It's
it's
like a bit of a mini cut for you, isn't it? I think the
it's
main reason
literally
you're
just
doing
that.
obviously one of the main reasons you're doing it is because you've got your 6 weeks free coaching thing and you
Yeah,
want to show how good that is. But really
yeah,
for you, in terms of your journey, like and something I was speaking about a bit last week as well was, going through those longer maintenance slash gaining phases and
yeah,
reverse diets and stuff. And similar to yourself, I was probably on 3,500, 4,000 calories and maintaining weight really nicely.
yeah,
So
yeah,
I've come down. I literally, I'm not even tracking my evening meal at the moment. I'm just tracking everything around my evening meal and just
yeah,
eating with family because I'm not looking to be super strict here. I just want to tidy up a bit.
yeah,
And for me, like I'm probably eating 1,900 calories per day before the evening meal. The
yeah,
evening meal is always something pretty chill, like a stir fry or something. So
yeah,
that's maybe 600, 700 at a push.
yeah,
I'm on around about 2,500 calories, and the weight's coming off really nicely, like
yeah.
really nicely.
It's all you need, isn't it? Like, and it's funny because it's only 6 weeks. Going into it, I was literally like, it'll go like that. I was like, it'll feel so quick because it's just a 6 week diet. I mean, the last diet I did, we
Was
both did. So
20 odd
context,
weeks.
yeah, context for anyone listening, we did a photo shoot at the end of 2023, which I dieted 27 weeks for.
Yeah.
Because I think I did a couple of shoots before the one we did together, and I did a show as well. And I also had some weddings and stag do's over the summer, so I sort of gave myself a really long period of time. So I did 27 weeks of dieting down for those things. And then I went and did a 13-month gaining phase, and then I've got to where I am now, which is a 6 week tidy up before then going into another probably 12 to 13-month gaining phase. So I was like, right, well, I've dieted for 27 weeks to an extreme degree, like recently. I was like, this is 6 weeks. It's not extreme. I've only done 20 minutes of cardio for the entire 3 weeks so far. I was like, it'll be easy. It'll go well quick. Honestly, it is dragging. Like it feels like it's taking so long. And I can only think it's because I'm not doing it for a definitive goal
I was just
like
about to
you.
say, it's exactly that. Like, and I also think sometimes when it comes to fat loss, when it comes to wanting to drop body fat, like, if you, like, for you, you don't, and I mean this in the nicest possible way, like, and like compliment you almost, like, you weren't fat, like, you were still in
No.
pretty decent shape. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
harder to motivate yourself when you're
Yeah.
not that out of shape. Do you know what I
Plus, I
mean? Like,
don't need to do it. Like,
yeah,
nothing's gonna happen
exactly.
if I don't do it.
Yeah, exactly. Like nothing bad's gonna happen. You're just gonna carry on gaining muscle and like all
Yeah.
is well in the world. Whereas you will get to some points in your life, and we've probably both been there, where like we're like, fuck, like
Yeah.
I feel like shit. I need to sort this out. And of course you're gonna be more motivated then, and of course you're gonna be more committed to it. So for you, and this is where like having things like photo shoots and having even things like holidays, etc. Like, okay, you shouldn't just want to get in shape for a day, or you shouldn't just want to get in shape for a wedding or for a holiday or whatever that might be. But having those things as like metaphorical handcuffs or having something to aim towards, having a date, having a goal in mind, can be really effective as long as you do the bit post day, shoot, wedding, whatever it might be afterwards. You're going to be fine. Do you know what I mean? It's like, and I think sometimes in the fitness industry, people make out that you shouldn't have like an aesthetic goal based on a holiday or something. And I'm like, well, bullshit, really, because it holds you accountable to a date, it holds you accountable for a timeline. As long as you know how to approach the bit afterwards in terms of the reverse, the maintenance phase, and you're not just going really extreme to drop a few pounds to look good for a day. Like it's there's no issues with it.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
I think that's it. As long as you're set up for afterwards and you know what you're doing, there's not a problem. And at the end of the day, like anyone, people can say what they want, but people are going to the gym largely because they want to look different.
of
Like
course.
that's it. They want to change the way that they look. So there's no point sitting there and being like, oh, it's toxic or it shouldn't be purely physique driven. It's like, why? If that's what someone wants to do, as long as they're doing it properly, as long as they're doing it in a way that isn't going to have any damaging impact on their relationship with food or the physique or anything afterwards, then crack on, do what you want.
You mean basically as long as they're being coached properly?
Basically, as long as they're being coached properly. Yeah.
By someone like myself or you?
Probably not us. Probably find a better
Oh
coach.
yeah, probably yeah, fair enough.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, would have starved you, would have starved you.
yeah.
No,
But no, so I mean,
good.
well, so that's where I'm at with it. I've got 3 weeks left. I think on because how the 6 week plan works is every couple of weeks it automatically drops your food
Yeah,
to keep things going. I actually ignored that last week because I was like, I'm dropping over a kilo a week. I don't need to drop my food
you don't
anymore
need
because I'm
to.
just going to lose weight too quick. So it will try drop it again in a week and I'll see where I'm at then. So I might have 2 weeks of slightly less food, but if I'm dropping at the rate I'm on now, then I'm not going to bother. And then yeah, I'll be back into a gaining phase. But how have you found it? Because you're obviously training for a Hyrox in like 6 weeks, and obviously a bigger recent adjustment. How's that impacted things?
Do you know what, mate? Like, it's not really impacted things. So like when we had Thea, like by my own like admission, like I let things slip a little bit because Thea was a really like difficult baby. She had allergies and illness and stuff like that. So for a long period of time, it was hard. And I think, we just didn't know what to expect. Went into it blind and naive and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, yeah, it'll be fine. And it was
Mm,
fucking hard. So like I didn't let myself go too much. Like, listen, I was still training. I just wasn't watching my nutrition and things. So I made a promise to myself that this time I wouldn't allow that to happen. And that's not me saying that I knew things were going to be the same as what they were before. Like obviously, I've had to be more flexible and a little bit more like, okay, like maybe training's not going to be as optimal, quote unquote, and nutrition might not be as again optimal, quote unquote. But I'm not going to let things slip. And to be honest, mate, like it hasn't. So since Brody was born on the 15th. I have literally not missed a session, like not a single session. I'm training 6 days a week at the moment. It's just having to, it's just, and this is what I say to people. I've had someone today like reach out for coaching, and I should probably not moan about this, but basically said that like now's not a good time because they've got a lot going on. And like my response was, because I'm sick of hearing it, to be honest, like my response was, well, is now not the time to have a coach then?
mm,
Because it's not going to get any quieter, is it? Like you're always going to be busy, you're always going to be something going on. And like I want to almost use myself as a prime example of that. Like for me right now, I'm having to get training sessions in when I get half an hour in the day, when I get an hour in the day. Like, okay, I would love to put it at 11 a.m. in between after I've eaten for a few hours and stuff. But it's life isn't perfect. So I'm just trying to squeeze them in. But honestly, it's going well. So my running volume's increased, which is the main thing that I probably need to improve on. Although we did that like kind of marathon training, got to a reasonable standard.
mm.
Like I just with running, it's just something for me. As soon as I stop doing it, I notice a huge drop off, like a very, very quick drop off. So that's been the biggest thing. So my volume's not huge. I think last week I got like 26 kilometers across the course of the week, but that's kind of going up. My paces are getting better there. So I'm running 3 times a week and I'm in the gym 3 times a week at the moment. All those sessions are just kind of standard strength based sessions. Now I've got like 5 and a bit weeks. They're getting a little bit more Hyrox specific. So for example, I trained first thing this morning, and that had like a little bit of rowing there, a little bit of ski erg in there and stuff, just to get and some walking lunges and stuff like that, just to get myself used to the movements that I'll be performing in Hyrox. But I think most people overthink Hyrox. Like as long as you've got a decent base of aerobic fitness and you can run at a decent like a lot of it it's essentially running. Like you've got 8 kilometers of running with stations in the middle, so you're going to be running under fatigue. So you've got to be good at running. Like that's the first thing. Like when you want to do a Hyrox, like okay, you're going to look at people who are all shredded and shit taking pictures afterwards. The vast majority of them come from a strength background and they've just got really good at running. That's essentially the way that that's gone. So you've got to get good at running. So for me, the main thing has been running. The rest of it should hopefully kind of fall into place. And I'm not doing it to, I'm not going in there to be like I'm not going in to break certain times or anything. Like I just want to go and enjoy it. It's fresh for me at the moment. It's given me certainly whilst we've got Brody and maybe where normally motivation might dip a little bit to train here. Like it's given me an impetus to get out of bed and go and do something. I quite enjoy the runs at the moment just because it's helping clear in my head and get out of the house and stuff. So like I'm doing it as that I feel like I'm doing it for the right reasons and I'm doing it for the reasons I need to be. And I'm enjoying it, mate. I'm really, really enjoying it. And whether I'll do another one, like we will see. But yeah, no, I'm definitely enjoying the training and it's going well. It's
Are
going
you doing it
well.
alone or are you doing it with a client?
I'm doing it alone. I've got a couple of clients who are racing that date as well. So
Mm.
hopefully I'll see them. We'll have a bit of a catch up and go for some food and stuff. It's in Glasgow, obviously. So I'm going to go down on the Wednesday night. And I'm staying over on the Wednesday night because I'm racing first thing in the morning, like
Mm.
Thursday morning, like 10 to 9 or something. So I need to be there really rather than travel up. And then yeah, if my clients are around, we'll go and get some food afterwards and shit like that. But I would like to do it with a client afterwards. So, like, I've got a couple of clients who have already kind of mentioned about doing doubles at some point later in the year. Maybe a mixed doubles. And one of my clients, Chelsea, who's done a photo shoot, actually, she's keen to come and do a mixed doubles maybe. And yeah, we'll see, mate. We'll see. But I'm just enjoying the little bit of a mix up. Whilst also, listen, like a lot of people think, oh, you're just doing Hyrox now. I'm like, nah, like when I go to the gym, I'm still looking to like build muscle and be aesthetically pleasing. Like, do you know, as daft as that sounds, like that's why I'm there. It's just nice to have a new focus. Just nice to have a bit of a shift. And it, again, like going back to what we said in the past, even when we were doing like the marathon training, like our primary focus was still like building muscle. We're still
Mm.
being strong and stuff. Like just because we were doing that bit of, it's almost to show people you don't have to. It's not like you're just going all in on something. Like you can dip your toe in the water and have a bit of fun and mix up your training without it having to be so extreme that that's your whole personality in life now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. You don't just have to suddenly become that high roxer that
Yeah.
everything you do is for high rocks.
Yeah, I'm not going to become a Hyrox coach. I've got clients who are doing Hyrox. Again, if someone wanted to become a world champion at Hyrox or break ridiculous times and be the best in their age group or whatever, they wouldn't come to me. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm not the man for them. Like they go to a Hyrox specific coach, and that's fine. But I'm going to get people who want to look good, feel good, perform well, maybe get the pictures at the end in great shape and stuff. Like I'm going to help them be able to perform well at Hyrox. Like so, and I think me doing it as well, obviously, I've got a lot of clients who are interested in it right now. So, me doing one just gives me that experience of what the day feels like, what the crowd's like, what the atmosphere is like, what the course is like, how it feels to be in those situations. So, like, again, it's just experience, isn't it? So,
Mm. Yeah, it's just that. It's like I said, it's literally just experience. It's the same reason
yeah.
I did that show the other year. To have,
But I'm still going to try and rope you into one as well, mate, at some point.
do you know what would be funny? Shall I just rock up on the day without training and just
Do
see how we get on?
you know what? But you could do it though. Like you genuinely, I think that's the beautiful thing about Hyrox. Like the entry level in terms of like anyone can just do one. Like you don't
Yeah, it's a
have to be.
sports day, isn't it? It's like a school
Of
sports day.
course, it literally is a sports day, mate.
Pretty
Like
sure there's
the
egg and spoon as part of it as one of the
Egg
events.
and Spoon is like I think it's a couple of stations in Egg and Spoon, and then you've got the stack race at the end. Like well, no, it literally is that, and that's what I like about it. Whereas maybe CrossFit, for example, is a little bit more clicky, a little bit, and not just clicky, like almost a lot more advanced as well in terms of some
Mm.
of the movements. So it is you have to train specifically for that,
Yeah,
right? Where it's like with Hyrox, like you just rock up and do one. Don't have
yeah,
to be amazing, just enjoy it. You know, just enjoy it.
yeah, yeah.
But yeah, so that's yeah, no, but it's going well. Like I am enjoying it. I've just finished like basically I've designed myself like a 10-week training block, which started 5 weeks ago. I've got 5 weeks left. So the first 4 weeks are like building my base, essentially like aerobic base, getting the volume up. And now the next 5 weeks are going to be a bit more specific. So a couple of like almost simulation style workouts. So we'll be doing some like compromise running and stuff like that in the gym while still trying to get strong and things. But
Mm.
yeah, I'll see how we get on, mate. We'll see how we get on.
It'd be interesting to see. Are you going to try vlog the day if you can? It'd be
Will
difficult.
I vlog the day?
Yeah,
Yeah, I was even thinking about getting like Jacob to come down or something and just vlog it, but we'll see. I
yeah, yeah,
might if I can be bothered, but I'll definitely vlog it in one way, shape, or form.
yeah.
But yeah, no, it'll be good. And like I said, then we'll get you into one, mate. Me and you'll do a doubles and take over the world.
It'd be fun. It'd
But
be
you know what? It'd be good to do it. We could do one of our challenges. That would be good to do like a Hyrox simulation.
yeah, yeah. Well, we did
Because
that
you can,
burp one, didn't we?
yeah.
YouTube, it's similar. That was
It'd be
fucking
sim
horrible.
See, that was horrible, wasn't it? It'd be similar-ish to that. Like,
Yeah,
I don't even know because that was horrible, wasn't it? That was
that was
horrible.
brutal. The pull-ups were brutal on that.
It was the pull-ups for me. It was the pull-ups
Yeah,
and the press-ups, like the pull-ups and the press-ups. The squats were okay, the running was okay,
yeah.
but yeah, the pull-ups by the end were
The
just
running
dis
would have been easier if I wasn't wearing Converse for it. My feet were in absolute bits afterwards.
yeah.
But no,
Okay,
it'll be
no.
good. So yeah, I think that's where we're at the minute, really, isn't it?
I know where we're at, mate, yeah. And then obviously we've got a bit of an announcement coming soon, haven't we?
Yeah, yeah. We're having a third baby. We're no, Blitz is back in it. Blitz is back at the end of February.
It is. So we've actually had quite a lot of people asking us when it's coming back and things. So there you go. You've heard it here from Jake. So we're going to be announcing it in about 10 days time. So this will be out by the time this comes out, it'll be about 5 days time. So if you're wanting to get yourself on the waiting list, keep your eyes peeled. Message myself or Jake on Instagram, just DM us and we'll keep you in the loop. But yeah, we will be announcing it on the 12th. There'll be a priority list, and I mean the last one we sold out within I think the first day, pretty much all the spaces went, give or take.
Yeah,
So
it went quick.
we'll have to be
And
quick.
yeah, for those that don't know what Blitz is, it's our 12-week group coaching fat loss challenge, essentially towards a big group photo shoot at the end of it,
Yeah.
which is always a good laugh. It's not serious. There's nothing like nobody knows what they're doing at the photo shoot. Nobody knows what they're doing in front of a camera. Everybody feels like a bit of a tit, but everyone just has a laugh and gets some great photos from 12 weeks of hard work, really. And it's just us helping people get into shape, the shape that we've always wanted to be in through just essentially simplistic means without all
Yeah, and we've
that.
just spoken earlier about having sometimes needing something bigger than just
Yeah.
I want to lose a few pounds. Like there's nothing bigger and better than a photo shoot to hold you accountable to getting into the shape of your life.
Yeah.
And obviously we know that a lot of coaches listening to this. It's last time I think we had like a 50-50 split with like coaches and non-coaches. For coaches, it's amazing because you can document the journey. Listen, at the end of the day, it's great for your business because if you're walking the walk, people are going to be more bought into you. So super important for coaches. But also for them people who aren't coaches, like it's just an opportunity to get in the best shape of your life and document that progress with some pictures at the end. And as I say, we're actually gonna put a vlog on from the last shoot. We've not posted it yet, but we're gonna post it in the next couple of weeks. So like have a watch of that. You'll see how chilled out the day is and how much fun everybody has. But it's wicked, like it really is. And this one's gonna be a massive one. So we're going. The actual date of the shoot is on the 31st of May, which is a Saturday. We are gonna have well, potentially there could be 30, 40 people there for the day, so it's going to be a big day. And because it's Saturday, we'll all be going out afterwards as well. So we're going to go out, we'll probably go out for some food, burgers, something like that. And then we will go, I would imagine, to Roxy Ballroom, which is where we always go play some
Bit of
beer
beer
pong.
pong.
It's going to be, honestly, I think this will be the biggest shoot, the biggest day, the biggest night out we've ever done with clients.
It will
So
because we've got the blitz in the morning, then we've got our one-to-one in the afternoon.
1 to 1 in the
30 to
afternoon.
40
So,
people in the morning, and then potentially another 20 to 30 in the afternoon. So there could
yes,
literally be a group of 30 to 40 of us on a night out.
all tanned
All
hair.
tan, yeah. Look, well, apart from us two. Everyone else is tan looking class, and we're just,
Yeah,
just
but yeah. We're just pale and hairy, or Jake
yeah.
can't grow a beard. But yeah, so keep your eyes peeled because we'll be announcing that. And I think actually the way that it falls, rather than your 12 weeks, I think you get 13, if I
I
remember
think
correctly. So
yeah, we're gonna do 13 this time round, but just charge for 12 because we're nice like that.
because we're nice, because we're
Yeah.
nice. Yeah, if you're not sure about what Blitz is, or you want to know a little bit more, can just say hello to us and we'll go through it. But if you go onto mine or Jake's Instagram page, you'll see testimonials from the photo shoot, you'll see results from the photo shoots. They are fucking really good days, like really good days. And again, it's not serious. It's a laugh. We'll have a prosecco. Like it really is just a proper chill day. And everyone who is ever nervous about coming to one of these days always texts afterward. I mean, the group chat afterwards is always like, I can't believe how good that was in terms of how fun it was and things. And it's never even, as daft as it sounds, it's never even about the result. It's obviously
No, it's never about no one's there afterwards, like swapping pictures back and forth, being like, fucking hell, look how good you
that.
look. It's literally
Yeah,
just everybody having a laugh about what happened on the day itself and like the in
yeah,
jokes and things like that and the food and the night out and everything. So yeah,
literally.
it's just a big excuse for a piss up, really, isn't it?
Basically. Yeah. Yeah. It's a weekend away for us.
Yeah.
Just tell Louise.
It's
That's the
just
only
it's
thing
what
we
it is it's a strategy of 12 weeks of banking calories to just go absolutely ham on one night
do. To go balls to the wall on one night.
out.
Right. So keep your eyes peeled, guys. And like I said, there'll be a vlog coming out from our last one as well, which might be quite cool for you to watch.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if you want to see more of mine and Jake's journeys and what we're getting up to, we've both been pretty good with our vlogs recently. So I think you've done 3 or 4 for your dieting, for your shred.
Three for yeah, one a week, so three so far. I'm due to film another one this week and then two more to finish off the mini series.
So Jake's got a series going, or he's got a series out at the moment with that, and I've been vlogging my little Hyrox journey as well. So go onto the page and have a look at those onto the YouTube page, more biceps, more banter. Yeah, apart from that, guys, we'll see you on the next one.
Yeah, catch you in the next one. Thanks for listening.
In a bit, guys. Bye bye.